What if I told you that the most dangerous person in your life isn't someone who isn't someone? Gary, they're not the villain from a movie. They don't wear a mask. They smile at you. They remember your birthday. They check up on you when you're sad. And that's exactly why they're dangerous. Welcome to the world of dark psychology, where the real threats don't hide in shadows. They hide behind perfectly crafted kindness. Today, we're exposing the 3 most dangerous personality types hidden in plain sight. People you should never fully trust, no matter how nice they seem. And I need you to pay very close attention to type number 3. Because type 3 doesn't manipulate your emotions. They secretly study you before they use you. And I guarantee you've already met one today. Type number 1. I call them the mirror. Have you ever met someone who felt too perfect? Someone who loves exactly what you love, hates exactly what you hate, and always says the right thing at the right moment. It feels incredible at first, like finally finding someone who truly, deeply gets you. But here's what psychology tells us: that feeling of instant connection. It's often by design. Manipulators are trained in a technique called mirroring. They don't just copy your words, they study your loneliness. And then they speak in your language. They watch how you talk, what you care about, what makes you feel safe. And then they reflect it all back at you perfectly, like a mirror. So feel deeply understood and deeply connected to them. This is also called love bombing. Flooding you with attention, agreement, and affection so fast, so intense, that before you even realize it, you already trust them completely. And once they have your trust, that's when the real game begins. Psychologists call this manufactured rapport, fake intimacy built with surgical precision. Here's the red flag to watch for. They have no real opinions of their own. Ask them something controversial. Watch them immediately look to you first, before they answer, because their answer will always be your answer. If someone feels too perfect to be true, they probably are cold. And hey, if you've ever felt like someone was trying too hard to please you, drop a yes in the comments right now. You'd be surprised how many people around you felt the exact same thing. Type number 2 is sneakier, much sneaker. Because this person doesn't manipulate you with charm or flattery. They manipulate you with your own empathy, the very thing that makes you a good person. I call them the eternal victim. In every single story they tell, they are always the victim. Their ex was abusive. Their boss is jealous. Their family never understood them. Their friends always betray them. And you, the kind, compassionate person you are, you feel for them. You want to help. But here's the dark truth that psychology reveals. This is called weaponized vulnerability. They use their pain, real or exaggerated, as a tool to control the people around them. Every time you try to hold them accountable, they flip the script instantly. They cry when confronted, and suddenly, you are the one apologizing. Suddenly, you're not supportive enough. You don't understand what they've been through. And just like that, your completely valid concern becomes their new trauma. This is a textbook narcissistic defense mechanism. And it works because it exploits the best part of you. The warning signs are clear once you know them. They have a rotating cast of villains in every life story. Nothing is ever their fault. And the moment you try to set a boundary, they make you feel guilty, selfish, or cold for having one. Protect your empathy. It is one of your greatest strengths. Don't let someone turn it into a weapon against you. Remember this, manipulators boundary, because boundaries expose intentions. But remember, as manipulative as the victim is, they are nothing compared to type 3. The one who is not just manipulating your emotions, the one who is watching you, studying you right now. And by the time you realize what they have been doing, it will already be too late. Type number 3. This is the one most people never see coming. And this is the one I want you to remember long after this video ends. Because this person doesn't manipulate you emotionally. They don't flatter you. They don't play the victim. They run experiments on you. I call them the silent tester. Here's exactly how it works. They tell you a small piece of information. Something that sounds personal, almost intimate. A secret about someone you both know. A rumor. A quiet confession. They act like they're trusting you with something precious. But they are not sharing. They are testing. They want to see, will you keep it? Or will you spread it? Psychologists call this information probing. A deliberate strategy to map your loyalty, your discretion, and your personal boundaries. But here's where it gets truly dark. It is not just about secrets. They test you in subtle, invisible ways every single day. They cancel plans at the last minute just to watch how you react. Do you get upset? Do you go quiet? Do you make excuses for them? They make a small, unfair comment in a conversation. And they watch. Do you push back? Or do you stay silent and let it pass? Every reaction you give them is data. They are building a complete psychological profile of you, learning exactly what you will and won't tolerate, learning your pressure points, your triggers, your soft spots. And once they have collected enough information, they know exactly enough inch you. They know exactly how to use you, exactly how far they can push before you do break, exactly which buttons to press to get what they want. This is the most dangerous type of person, because they are not emotional. They are strategic. They are not impulsive. They are patient, and they look to everyone around them like the most trustworthy, low-drama, stable person in the room. The red flag. They always seem to know exactly the right thing to say to make you feel slightly off balance, because they have been quietly studying you for a very long time. Does that sound familiar? It should. Most of us have met a silent tester, and some of us are living with one right now. But here's the scariest part. Even knowing all of this won't protect you unless you do one thing. So, now you know the 3 types. The mirror, the victim, the tester. Psychology gives us one powerful, timeless principle to protect yourself. Observation over reaction. Don't judge people by what they say to you. Watch how they treat people who can do absolutely nothing for them. The waiter, the janitor, the stranger with no status, no money, no power. That is their real face. That is who they truly are when the performance stops. And here's a practical tool you can use starting today. I call it the boundary test. Say no to something small, a favor, a plan, a minor request. Then watch their reaction carefully and say nothing. A secure, emotionally healthy person will respect the no without drama. A manipulator of any type will immediately make you feel guilty, scared, or somehow obligated. That single reaction will tell you everything you need to know. And for suspected testers specifically, notice who quietly repeats what was shared with them in confidence. You don't need to set traps. Simply observe who cannot hold what was given to them. Protecting yourself from dark psychology does not require paranoia. It requires clarity. Stay calm, stay observant, and always trust patterns, never promises. Understanding dark psychology isn't about becoming paranoid or suspicious of everyone around you. It's about becoming prepared. The world is genuinely full of good, trustworthy people, but it also contains those who use kindness as a costume and warmth as a strategy. Now, you know what to look for. If this video opened your eyes, hit that subscribe button, because next we're going somewhere even deeper. The psychology of hidden depression. Why the people who seem the happiest on the outside are often the ones suffering the most on the inside. Because the people who hide the most often smile the brightest. Until then, stay observant, stay grounded, and stay sharp.